Arthritis can feel like a constant companion you never invited. But what if relief was hiding in your kitchen? Today, we'll uncover 3 plant-based proteins that have been soothing pain and calming inflammation for generations. If you're living with arthritis, you know how it can make even the simplest tasks feel like a challenge. It's like having an uninvited guest that never leaves, always there to remind you of its presence with every ache and pain. But what if I told you that relief might be closer than you think? In fact, it could be hiding right in your kitchen. For centuries, people have turned to the healing power of plants to soothe their ailments. And when it comes to arthritis, 3 humble ingredients have stood the test of time: lentils, chickpeas, and tofu. These plant-based proteins aren't just good for you. They're like nature's own medicine cabinet, packed with nutrients that can help calm inflammation and ease joint pain. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling a little less stiff, a little more able to move freely. Picture yourself enjoying a warm bowl of lentil soup, knowing that each spoonful is helping to nourish your body and fight back against that uninvited guest. Or maybe you're savoring a chickpea salad, feeling a sense of comfort in knowing you're taking care of yourself with simple, wholesome foods. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've tried everything, and nothing seems to work. Or perhaps you're wondering if these foods are really as powerful as they sound. But here's the thing. Sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most effective. And these 3 plant-based proteins have been trusted by generations for a reason. So, are you ready to explore how these 3 plant-based proteins can help you find relief from arthritis? Let's start with the first one: lentils. Did you know that lentils contain a mineral that acts like a natural muscle relaxer? It's true, and it's just one of the reasons why this humble food has been a staple in healing diets for centuries. Stick around to find out more. Lentils have been nourishing people for thousands of years, and for good reason. These tiny legumes are a powerhouse of healing. If you've ever felt the ache of arthritis creeping in, making it hard to button a shirt or turn a doorknob, you're not alone. It's like an uninvited guest that just won't leave, always nagging at your joints. Maybe you've worried about keeping up with the grandkids or even just getting through the day without that stiffness slowing you down. But what if relief was closer than you think, right there in your pantry? For centuries, folks have turned to lentils, not just to fill their bellies, but to ease their aches. These little gems are more than a meal. They're nature's way of lending a helping hand. And don't worry, they're easy on your wallet and simple to whip up, even on those days when you'd rather not fuss in the kitchen. Why lentils work wonders. Here's the scoop. Lentils are loaded with protein, the stuff that keeps your muscles strong. Strong muscles are like trusty friends. They take the strain off your joints so you can move a little easier. Then there's magnesium, which is like a warm bath for tight muscles, helping them relax so you're not hobbling around in the morning. And potassium, it's like a gentle broom, sweeping away extra salt that makes your joints swell up. Less swelling, less pain. Pretty straightforward, right? But wait, there's more. Lentils have fiber, which keeps your blood sugar steady. Why does that matter? Because wild blood sugar swings can stir up inflammation, making arthritis feel worse. With lentils, you're giving your body a calm, steady boost instead. Oh, and they've got folate too. It helps lower something called homocysteine in your blood, a troublemaker tied to joint pain. A little story from the heart. My grandmother, God rest her, had her own trick up her sleeve: lentil soup. Whenever her arthritis flared up, she'd say, "This is my secret weapon." With a little twinkle in her eye, she'd simmer a pot, and in a day or two, she'd be moving better. smiling more too. It wasn't just the soup. It was those humble lentils working their quiet magic, making lentils your own. So how do you bring lentils into your life? It's a breeze. Toss them into soups or stews for a cozy meal, sprinkle them over a salad for some heft, or use them in tacos instead of meat. They soak up all the flavors you love. Best of all, no soaking needed like other beans. Just rinse them, pop them in a pot with a bit of garlic and herbs, and in about 30 minutes, you've got something delicious and good for you. Now, I know you might wonder, can something this simple really help? Well, sometimes the oldest fixes are the best ones, and lentils have been trusted for generations. But here's a little teaser. There's one more surprising way lentils can lighten your load, something even my grandmother didn't know. Want to find out what it is? Stick with me. We're just getting started. Are you tired of joint pain holding you back? What if I told you that a simple, affordable food could help ease your discomfort and improve your mobility? If you've ever felt like your joints are slowing you down, making it harder to enjoy a walk in the park, or even just get up from your favorite chair, you're not alone. It's frustrating when your body doesn't cooperate, especially when you've got so much life left to live. Maybe you've even worried about the cost of fancy supplements or treatments, wondering if there's a simpler way. Well, there is, and it might already be in your pantry. For centuries, people around the world have turned to chickpeas, not just to fill their plates, but to nourish their bodies. These little legumes, also known as garbanzo beans, are more than just the star of hummus. They're a powerhouse for your joints, packed with goodness that can help you move a little easier and feel a little lighter. Why chickpeas are a joint's best friend. Here's why chickpeas are so special. They're loaded with plant-based protein, which helps keep your muscles strong. Strong muscles are like a sturdy frame around your joints, taking the pressure off so you can move without that nagging ache. Unlike red meat, which can stir up inflammation, chickpeas are gentle, working with your body, not against it. But that's not all. Chickpeas are rich in polyphenols, which are nature's way of calming inflammation. Think of them as tiny firefighters, putting out the flames of discomfort in your joints. They also have vitamin C, which helps your body make collagen, the stuff that keeps your joints flexible and cushioned. And let's not forget magnesium, which is like a lullaby for your muscles, helping them relax so you can sleep better at night. We all know how precious a good night's sleep can be. A little story from the past. In my family, roasted chickpeas were a go-to snack for those long afternoons when my grandmother needed a little lift. She'd keep a jar on the counter, and I can still hear her say, "These keep me going," with that warm smile of hers. Back then, I didn't realize she was giving her joints a helping hand. Those chickpeas were her secret to staying spry and comfortable. Bringing chickpeas into your life. So, how can you make chickpeas a part of your day? It's easier than you think. Whip up a batch of creamy hummus to spread on whole grain crackers or dip with fresh veggies. It's a snack that feels indulgent, but is oh so good for you. If you're craving something crunchy, skip the chips next time and roast chickpeas with a pinch of sea salt. Trust me, they're delicious, and your joints will thank you. You can also toss them into soups, stews, or curries for a hearty meal that warms you from the inside out. And here's the best part. Chickpeas are easy on your wallet. Whether you grab a can from the store or cook them from dried, they're a budget-friendly way to take care of yourself. No expensive pills or complicated recipes required. Now, I know you might be wondering, can something this simple really make a difference? The answer is yes. Sometimes the best solutions are the ones that have been around forever. But there's more to chickpeas than just joint health. Curious about how they can lift your spirits too? Stick around. We've got something special coming up next. Are you tired of feeling like your joints are holding you back? What if I told you there's a simple, affordable food that could help you move more freely and feel better? If you've ever felt like your body isn't keeping up with your spirit, making it harder to enjoy a walk with a friend, or even just get through the day without that nagging stiffness, you're not alone. It's frustrating when your joints ache, and it can feel like no one understands how much you'd give for a little relief. But here's the good news. There's a food that's been trusted for centuries, and it might already be in your grocery store. Tofu might seem intimidating at first. Maybe you've seen it on a menu or heard about it, but never quite knew what to do with it. Well, let me tell you, tofu is like an old friend waiting to be discovered. This soy-based protein has been nourishing people for generations, and it's a game changer for your joints. Here's why tofu is so special. It's a complete protein, which means it has everything your body needs to build strong muscles and support your joints. Think of it like the foundation of a house. When your muscles are sturdy, they take the pressure off your joints so you can move a little easier. And unlike some foods that can make inflammation worse, tofu is gentle, working with your body, not against it. But that's not all. Tofu is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are like nature's anti-inflammatory medicine. They help calm the swelling and stiffness that make your joints ache. Plus, it's rich in calcium to keep your bones strong, because we all know how important that is as we get older. And here's something you might not know. Tofu contains isoflavones, which can actually improve joint flexibility, especially for folks with rheumatoid arthritis. It's like giving your joints a little extra love. A friend of mine, bless her heart, was struggling with stiffness every morning. She'd wake up feeling like her body had forgotten how to move. Then she started adding tofu to her stir-fries. Just a simple change. And within weeks, she noticed a difference. She told me, "It's like my joints finally got the memo to loosen up." Now she's back to her morning walks, feeling a little more like herself again. So, how can you make tofu a part of your life? It's easier than you think. If you like a hearty meal, try extra firm tofu. Press it to get the water out, then toss it in a stir-fry or grill it with your favorite seasonings. It's like a sponge for flavor, soaking up whatever you love, whether that's garlic, ginger, or a little soy sauce. If you're more of a soup or smoothie person, silken tofu is your friend. It blends right in, making things creamy without any fuss. And don't worry, it doesn't taste like anything on its own, so you can make it as mild or as bold as you like. Think of tofu as a blank canvas. It's all about how you dress it up. Now, I know you might be thinking, is tofu really for me? Well, if you're looking for a simple way to feel better, and maybe even boost your energy along the way, then yes, it is. But here's the thing. Tofu isn't just good for your joints. Curious about how it can lift your spirits and give you a little more pep in your step? Stick around. We've got something special coming up next. Does arthritis ever make you feel like you're losing a piece of yourself? Well, today, you've discovered 3 simple foods that can help you take back control. If you've been carrying the weight of arthritis, the aches that slow you down, the stiffness that makes you hesitate to join friends for a stroll, or even the quiet worry that you're not as strong as you used to be, you're not alone. It's hard when your body feels like it's working against you, and it can sometimes feel like the world has forgotten how much you still have to give. But here's the truth. You are strong, and you have the power to make a difference, starting right in your own kitchen. We've talked about 3 incredible plant-based proteins: lentils, chickpeas, and tofu. These aren't just foods. They're like trusted companions, working quietly to help you reclaim your comfort. Each one fights pain and inflammation naturally, giving your joints the support they need to move a little easier. Lentils, with their muscle-soothing magnesium and inflammation-calming fiber. Chickpeas, packed with antioxidants and collagen-building vitamin C. And tofu, a complete protein with omega-3s to ease swelling and keep your bones strong. Together, they're a team that's been helping people for generations, and now they're here for you. Here's my encouragement to you. Start small. You don't need to overhaul your life or break the bank. Just try one new recipe this week, maybe a cozy lentil soup or some roasted chickpeas for a snack. See how your body responds. These foods are affordable, easy to find, and gentle on your system, so you can feel good about taking this step. Every little change is a victory, a way to remind yourself that you're still in charge. Arthritis doesn't have to control your life. With these simple changes, you're taking back the reins, one delicious bite at a time. You're not just nourishing your body, you're honoring the wisdom and strength you've carried all these years. And that's something to be proud of. But here's a little question to keep you thinking. What if these foods could do more than just ease your joints? What if they could spark a little joy too? Curious about how to make these dishes even more delightful? Stay tuned. We've got one more surprise coming your way. Feeling hopeful about easing your arthritis pain? You're just one step away from making these simple foods a part of your life. You've just discovered how lentils, chickpeas, and tofu can help soothe your joints and bring a little more ease to your days. It's like finding a treasure hidden in your kitchen. Something simple, affordable, and full of care for your body. If you're like so many of us, maybe you've felt a bit overlooked or worried about keeping up with health costs. But today, you've taken a step toward feeling stronger, and that's something to celebrate. If this has sparked a little hope or inspired you to try something new, please give this video a like. It helps us share these timeless tips with more folks just like you. And don't forget to subscribe to the Elder's Timeless Voice for more ways to nurture your body and spirit. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried lentils, chickpeas, or tofu? Maybe you've got a favorite way to enjoy them. A cozy soup your family loves, or a special trick for making tofu taste amazing. Drop it in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else to take that first step. Until next time, take care of your body. It's the only one you've got, and it's carried you through so much. But here's a little question to keep you curious. What other everyday foods might hold the key to feeling your best? Stick with us to find out.